Hi everyone, it's your favorite plant mama Tatiana, and I'm here to give you an update on my very first plant haul from Indonesia. So if you recall, I unboxed my very first plant haul from Indonesia, well really from anywhere outside of the US I guess, and I was really excited to be sent these plants, and it has been about 5 months, a little over 5 months since I unboxed them. I unboxed them in November in the throes of winter in New York City, so not an ideal time to be shipping super tropical plants to a cold area and then kind of rehabbing them and adapting them to a new place, especially an apartment inside New York City where I don't get a ton of light. It's really a lot of indirect light. What I'm trying to say is that not everything was a success, but there were also some wins. So let's get started on, well, this one. This one is like an in-between. This is the Philodendron Plumani. I keep wanting to call it an anthurium, but it's not. It lost leaves pretty rapidly. As you can see, this leaf is like pretty much going dead, gone. But the exciting part is there is a new leaf growing, so this is not completely hopeless. So what happened, I actually think that this got spider mites. I sprayed this down recently, but I did notice there was like webbing growing there and a lot of speckles and stuff, and so that really is the problem. So I'm trying to kind of quarantine this and separate it from the other plants while still giving it a good amount of light, keeping it close to the humidifier and giving that humidity. But I'm just really excited that there is a new leaf growing, so it's not completely gone, it's not completely hopeless. So there's that, right? That's a win, I think. I mean, it's a loss because this, but not completely gone. So I'm very excited that there's still some hope there. So that is the status on the Philodendron Plowmanii. Let's go to a positive after that. Start positive. So this is the Philodendron Dark Lord. It is so big, I can't even fit it all in this screen. I actually looked at it yesterday and I was like, wow, it's so big. It has gotten so big and I haven't even noticed. And so it's actually crazy because I don't have like any stake or anything supporting it or keeping it up. It's just like doing really well. And I repotted it into this pot, so it's had some room for its roots to grow and establish. And look at that. And there's always new leaves growing. So I keep this pretty close to a north-facing window that gets indirect light all day and honestly seems to love it. So I'm trying to back it up so you can kind of see. Thumbnail moment. Okay, sorry, distracted. There's new leaves growing. I really like the color. You know, all the leaves aren't perfect. I actually haven't looked at this close up in a while, and I feel like I need to put it somewhere more prominent. It's just gotten so big and it's really pretty and it's totally propagatable, if that's a word. And so I really like this one. And I'm happy that this one is doing really well. So this one is definitely a plant that adapted really, really well to a low light environment inside my apartment, which is exciting. And honestly, low humidity, low light, cold temperatures, like it has not been ideal in the winter. And if I'm being honest, I haven't created the best environment for the plants over the winter. I just like haven't felt like it. So it's been survival of the fittest. Like if you can survive with low humidity without me having to put a humidifier on and put my grow lights on, then that's the plant that I'm liking in this moment. I actually had forgotten, I had to look at the list of what I unboxed. I actually completely forgot that this was a plant that I unboxed from Indonesia. It just feels like it's been part of my life for so long. So, okay, there's like dirt all over the leaves. So this is the Syngonium Pink. It really hasn't grown a lot, if I'm being honest. It probably has like lost a couple of leaves and grown a couple of leaves to replace them in time, but it's just been steadily like this size. It doesn't get a ton of light. Again, I keep it where my other Syngoniums are, which is pretty indirect light area, but the pink has maintained and I like it. I thought I'd like it more. Well, I do like it. It just hasn't been like super bright, vibrant, and I haven't honestly put it anywhere where like I notice it, and it honestly looks like it's losing some pink. Maybe it's just because like the light is in my eyes from filming, so it's starting to blur here. But I think maybe I'll keep it a little closer to the window, give it a little more light and see if it gets more vibrant, but it's alive, so what more could you ask for? I kind of wanted to end on like a fun, positive one, but I have to go into some negatives. So this is the Alocasia, gosh, what was it? this is the Alocasia Dragonscale species, or SP Borneo, whatever. This is the Alocasia Dragonscale. Yeah, I don't know what to say for myself. I don't have a lot of luck with Alocasia in general. It tends to happen where they die back, and honestly it was winter, like they die back, they lose their leaves, but you can still keep the bulb, keep it alive, and hopefully it will come back in the spring. Here's what happened, okay, if I'm admitting what happened. I kept the plants that I got from Indonesia in a propagation vessel, like a pot of water, a jar of water, all of them in different ones, for a really long time, like months, because I was like leaving for the holidays and I was like, I don't want to worry about them drying out, I'll just keep them in the water. Some liked it better than others. The philodendron grew a ton of roots, and honestly the alocasia grew a lot of roots, but it just couldn't maintain all of their leaves. Like it lost leaves pretty quickly, and for a while it had 2 leaves and it just was staying fine, totally fine. But then at a certain point it just like lost this leaf. I honestly can't remember if it just died or it rotted or whatever happened, but I did notice there was some rotting happening with the bulb. And so what I did was I cut all of the roots off, I cut off the leaves and everything, and I put it in this orchid bark to just kind of create a dry environment. But the thing was, I wanted to create humidity because I've had luck getting calocasias and alocasia bulbs to come back when I put them in like a plastic bag. And so I did that, and I left it in that bag for a while, but I just haven't seen any growth. I honestly was looking at it today and it was a little mushy, not like completely destroyed. So I'm gonna leave it outside of the bag now for a while. I sprinkled some cinnamon on it to just kind of prevent, hopefully, any fungus from growing. Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm not gonna give up hope with this because I've certainly seen alocasias come back from worse states than this. So I'm just gonna keep giving it time and patience and hope for the best. But yeah, I think I might be at the point where I need to give up on alocasia and calocasia, because I really love them, I really do, and they just don't love me. I just can't give them a great environment inside, and they're not very forgiving. But if I need to, I can give this to my mom who is in Florida, and she has brought back several alocasia just from like putting them on her patio, getting humidity and warmth and light all day. So let's not give up on that one. And okay, not pictured is the Piper Crocatum that I got. That one already came in like the worst state, if you all remember. It was falling apart, it was kind of sad looking in general. It lost a lot of leaves. It just wasn't big enough to really support that full shipping and unwrapping travel part of it. And the root system was like this big, itty bitty. So it just didn't survive. I put it in some water and it just turned to mush, honestly. Like it didn't form new roots or anything. So unfortunately I had to throw that one away. There was no hope for saving it. At least this has some hope, some very small hope. So that's a shame because I thought that one was so gorgeous and it's gonna be really pretty, but that one just didn't make it. Finally, this is like in an in-between state, I would say. Not the best, but not the worst. This one is the Anthurium Clarinevarium. Okay, Anthurium Clarinevarium. So I was gonna cut off these bad leaves, but I left them on just to like show it. Also very dry, I need to water my plants. So this is like an original older leaf. It's starting to yellow, which is fine, there's new leaves. This is a new leaf that just came. So that's a brand new leaf. So that's why I feel like there's hope here. It's still growing new leaves, it's doing okay. This leaf looks good, pretty. This leaf looks fine. This leaf, I don't know what happened. It looks like an animal took a bite out of it. I actually think it might have shown up a little like that. Overall, it's okay. It's just okay. I think I'm gonna cut off these leaves. Should I remove it now? Maybe this yellow one at least. Okay, that's gone. Give it some energy to focus on here. That is it, really. I only got 6 plants from Indonesia. I have a success rate of 66.666% repeating, and I wouldn't say success, but not dead rate. And I'm gonna count this one as still alive because it has a new leaf, so that's good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you all what's been happening. I haven't been giving these the best care, so these are really just showing me who's strong and who can survive and who isn't. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated on all of the plants and maybe see future unboxings from Indonesia or other places, who knows, and get updates on all of my plants in New York City. I will catch you in the next video. Bye!